Hi everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you doing? Um, Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome into anybody new. Again, sorry if I'm wearing the same thing a couple days in a row. I am still sick. I woke up with a massive migraine. I have my coffee to help take care of that. Fully loaded, otherwise I drink decaf. And I'm on a different part of my couch because when I got up today, I have a little seat stealer, or as my husband would say, seat warmer. He's been keeping my seat warm for me while I've been sick in bed. Normally, he sits on my husband's lap 24/7 when he's home. And my husband has said that he thinks Charcoal is mad at him because he thinks that Charcoal feels that he is making me stay in the bedroom. And when he first got here, Charcoal was in the bedroom a lot because the cats made him feel like he needed to stay in there. And our two original cats, Lua and at the time Helford, who is no longer with us, unfortunately. And so my husband feels that since I spent literally a week in my room without coming out for hardly anything. I think one night I came out and watched TV. And he used to be scared to come over here because this is Lua's territory. And he's starting to stand up to her again, which makes me really happy because that means I can do more petting. I have missed petting and loving on him so much, especially while I'm sick. He wasn't coming in my bed either. I don't know. I think it's because Glue has been stuck on mom like glue since I've been sick because she always takes care of me when I'm sick. But both now, him and his sister has the whole entire time. She'll come and spend a little bit with me every day. And I think, as I said yesterday, my husband had told him one night when I was in the room by myself and he had both Charcoal and Little Bit wanting his attention, and he just really wanted to go to sleep. He was like, "Who's taking care of mom tonight?" And, a lot of people think these cats are not smart, but they are. Because as soon as he said that, Charcoal jumped down off of the bed and he said he got up to go to the bathroom and decided to check where Charcoal went. And he was up laying right next to my head, sound asleep in my bed. Right next to Mama, who was sound asleep. And that was on my day that I slept the most. I slept like a day and a half with only waking up twice, I think, to use the restroom. Yeah, that was a long, nasty day for me. I just remember opening my eyes, I would hurt, and I'd be like, I'm going back to sleep. And if I wasn't hurting, I was like, I'm so tired, I can't keep my eyes open. That was that was a long day, huh? Because I don't know if you're like me, but in my mind, when I'm sleeping and I can't wake up, sometimes if I'm not completely sound asleep, and for a lot of this, my body had my brain shut off, which was good. At least I think it was, because I don't remember what was going on, because your brain doesn't really shut off like it was. But lots of times when I need to get up and I can't get up and I want to get up, or I know that I have things to do in my head, you got to get up, you got to do this, you got to get up, you have stitch markers to make today. And I did that this morning because right now my times are flip-flopped and I ended up being up late again last night. And then I laid in bed and I couldn't sleep. So I played games and things until I finally fell asleep. That helped me playing different games. And I should probably start doing my puzzle maker app because that will put me out. Um, the thing is I go to bed and I sleep and then I can't get up. Like I had a long, long day. And then the next day I was up a little bit more and I got some things done. I've been having every other day, like I said, where I feel better. So today is a down day for me. And I felt really down, but told myself I had to get up, had to get up. I need to tape. Um, I need to check while it's on sale some yarn that I need for a project. The only yarn that I had told my husband I know that I have to buy this year, and we're not, my friend and I are both planning on making this project, but we're not planning on making it right now. So it doesn't have to be bought right now, but the sooner I get it, the better, because I know we can get started on it because it's going to be a me project sitting in my bag. That means I'll only get to work on it one day a week. If I pick on my me day to do that, I may pick to color. I may pick to just sit and watch TV. This week may be a TV day because right now every day is a me day. I'm trying to get things done for my channel, as you can see. I need to get up and make stitch markers. This month really doesn't count. My days start next month because this month is a makeup month, and plus I've got to get stitch markers done really, really bad for Valentine's Day. I know that. I know I'm late, but I got to get them done. I know that I started ordering some Easter ones. I may not have a lot for Easter, but at least I've started ordering some. I need to make another order, but that also means I need to finish. Well, I've finished a custom order. It's just the person can pay right now, which is fine. She's going to pay me next month. But that put me behind in ordering because I've only been using money that I bring in to order with since I had already spent, my startup money. So, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby boy. And I've been doing good with that. Yeah. Yeah. So, um, but right now I do need to order ahead for some holidays, so I'm probably going to go ahead and spend a little bit of my own, which I don't have much of, as you guys know. But that's not why I came on here. I didn't need to talk about all of this. I'm sure you guys hear it enough. So I need to stop. I am so sorry. When I'm sick, I talk about anything and everything. Heck, when I'm not sick, I talk about anything and everything. You guys know that. So anyway, when I'm laying in bed, lots of times, and I can't wake up, and especially when I'm sick, going through my head when the alarm goes off and I can't get up and I shut it off. You gotta get up, you gotta do this. You gotta get up, you gotta do this. You gotta get up, you gotta do this. And the days where I get up because I have to get up are days that I have doctor's appointments because I have to get up. Or whatever other appointment I have made where somebody else is involved. I can get up for those days. Days that I have set to get specific things done if I'm sick, I cannot get up. When I went to lay down this morning, I was feeling good because I had felt rested. That's all I had done. My body was exhausted because I had actually done quite a bit yesterday. I had gotten up. Let me see, what all did I get done? I got up, looked online. Oh, I placed a Chewy order so that the cats could get their treats because they were running very, very low because mom takes care of that. There would be a rebellion coming soon. And plus, I got to treat the two that have been so good while mom is not out here taking care all day to make sure that Kahlua is not on top of them. Oh, and before that, I had to balance my checkbook. And doing that is really, really hard when your head is in a fog. So I'm not going back talking about money, just talking about I had to balance my checkbook. I had to do that in order to find out what money I had left to spend it to get treats and stuff. That's something that's on my plate that I do every couple months from the money that my husband gives me. So this month ended up being a nice month because um, I had went down to streaming services from regular Xfinity. I was paying $200 a month for cable, and I know for a lot of people who don't have cable, they're like, "Wow, that's a lot of money." And a lot of people who do have cable are like, "Wow, I pay more than that." I used to get on the phone to them every time that an offer was done and say, "Okay." And then I kept on, "Why is it going up? We're down to one TV and we're paying more than when we had three TVs." I'm like, "That's not right." So I always had to stay on them. And I was getting tired of having to stay on them all the time. I mean, I'd been with Comcast so long, I'm a diamond member. But a lot of that is because if you guys know the story about our house, our phone cables are broke. It costs a lot of money to get them to come in and rewire the house for our phone line because the person who made this house put the line underneath the driveway and it's broke somewhere underneath the driveway. So in order to find actually where it needs to be fixed, they would have to bring in a sledgehammer and bring up the driveway. Not happening. So they would have to completely rewire in order for us to have regular phone line in the house. And these days, you don't really need that. And this all happened at the time of when people were still using a landline, but not as much. So we made the choice to go to completely mobile usage. And the only thing with that is it costs so much more when your phone goes out to replace it. But anyway, we went to completely mobile usage. But in order then to get internet into the house, I had to use a cable company because if I tried to go with AT&T, Sprint at the time, which is no longer Sprint, um, any of the mobile ones who offered Wi-Fi at the time, it was all hooked to your landline. So we could not do that because we didn't have a landline that we could use. So we had to go with Xfinity. We had to pay Xfinity prices. And at the time, it was cheaper to bundle. So it was the first time we had cable in the house. My daughter had been on us since she was wee little to get cable. So finally, when she was in, I think, middle school, we finally got cable, which to her was like waiting way too long, but we couldn't afford it. So we had to put it into our expenses because I had to have a computer for the work I was doing. So yeah. Anyway, I've already been on here longer than I planned to be, but catching up day. I mean, you guys haven't seen me in a while. So now it's nice because I went down to streaming. Last month wasn't nice because in December I had a huge bill. You know, when you change things, how they add it all on right then, even though you're not going to be using it. Well, I told her that bill is way too much. I should not have to pay that much. It's because they were charging me the full price for the service that I already had that I was going to have to pay. And I changed it right after things had rolled over. I tried to get it like right before, but I wasn't ready. And then Black Friday happened and all of the Black Friday streaming deals. And I'm sorry, I wanted Hulu and Disney. I was not going to pass up $1.99 for Disney every month all year and then add on, I think it was either $2.99, I think, for Disney. No, wasn't going to pass that up. So, yeah, I streamed that day. The day that I saw it. Now, I could have waited a couple days and I probably should have, but I didn't. So, I got all the Black Friday deals. I got everything. I'm getting ready to get rid of a couple things, like Showtime, which is the most expensive. I'm like, hello. And the whole reason I wanted Showtime is I wanted to be able to catch a program. I know that they've discontinued it now, but Sex and Masters, it's all about way back when they did the experiments about sexuality and stuff. I can't think of Master's first names, but I wanted to watch it because I heard it was good. I had seen, when they let you do little glimpses and see like 2 episodes. I had seen a couple episodes of it and I really, really wanted to watch it. Besides, when I was in psych class and we learned all about, I can't think of his first name, but Masters is his last name. Learned all about him and the person, I think it was Morgan, I can't remember, who worked with him, and it was a female. And she's actually the part of the team that I appreciate the most, but I can't think of her name right now. When I learned all about them, I was intrigued. So to learn to watch a show that they made about them, to maybe learn a little bit more about them, knowing that it's not all going to be true, I thought that would be really cool. But no, I have to pay to see them because it's now off on some other station and you have to pay to watch the series and it's like $3.99 an episode and I'm like, sorry, I'm not paying that. So I guess I'm gonna have to maybe see if they have it on DVD and ask for it as a gift some year. I don't like asking for DVDs like that because all it is taking up space in the house anymore. We have so many VHS tapes still, CDs, DVDs, that I don't even know what to do with all of them. We're probably going to be getting rid of quite a few of them because most of the stuff you can watch on TV for free these days. Now, the ones that are really old that you know that you're going to have to pay for, yeah, none of those. But we need to get a VHS/DVD player that works again. Um, Ours took a kaput. I think it was during a storm and we had a surge protector on it, but it was a really bad storm and it just went through the TV surge protector, everything. Now, all of that just to say that yes, when I'm sleeping, I think about everything that I need to do. Yesterday, I got up, did the bills. Oh, I ended up with a free month for Xfinity because they overcharged me so much last month that I had a credit. Now, that has never happened ever. But I guess because I went down to a smaller service where I'm not paying as much, which they still get you. Because in order to get high speed, you gotta, pay much. You can pay more, less to get a lower speed, but I'm not going back to like dial-up days. So, yeah. Now, I have been looking into, and if any of you have started using it, please let me know what you think. There's not enough information out there about it yet. So, we have not made the switch. My husband told me to look for it online, and of course I've been sick, and so I haven't done a lot of looking this month. But when I looked last month, there wasn't enough info yet. But Straight Talk, which is who we use for our phone to have cheaper phone service, um, even though we have to go buy a card every month, it's savings. It's worth it. Um, Straight Talk now has a cube, and the hard part is having the money outright to pay for the cube, which I think is $99. But as soon as we take it up of Xfinity, I would have, we're paying 60 some now just for the internet and their streaming service, which I don't know, I can't remember, which was like an additional $10. But then I got high speed, which is what I wanted. So, and then you get free Peacock. I'm like, okay, the $10 equals free Peacock, pretty much. So, although it's the basic, it's not like no, um, although I can't remember. It's supposed to be premium, so maybe I don't have commercials. I can't remember. I haven't watched it for a couple days because I have to switch through channels then in order to find the Comcast versus the Roku. Anyway, it's still nice. I have it for when I want Peacock. Um, but anyway, It's down to 60 from 200 to 60. So yeah, a lot better. And I can breathe a little. And then having a free month on top of it, this month I actually have some money to pay on a bill that I need to pay on because it is becoming an issue. And yeah. Anyway, again, don't need to go there. Sorry, my brain has been set free a little bit to think a little more because I'm awake. Um, that was nice to see that. I'm not used to seeing that. Even though I have, my husband is like, you've changed all these things to save money, but yet you haven't given me any back. And I feel bad about that, especially when I found out exactly how much he has a month that he's dealing with after paying for insurance and stuff, which is a little bit better now because our daughter's off insurance. We don't have the family plan. That'll be a little bit better. He'll have a little bit more in his pocket. So I'm very happy for him for that. Um, I felt really, really bad, but I'm paying all the bills and then I only have still like $20 left over because, okay, yes, I'm saving on those, but these bills have gone up. So as I save, then it's like, oh, you know, electric has increased and then gas has increased. We've been able to deal with those increases because I've been finding other ways to cut and bring things down. So it's still been keeping it at about an even price of what he's been giving me. And sometimes that's all I have money for is to pay for what he's giving me. And a couple things like I joined Crochetpreneur since there's no more knit crate. I went ahead and joined the VIP program because she wasn't going to offer it past this year anymore, and I had really wanted to be on it, even though I haven't gone through the whole schooling yet of the original program that I had paid for, and I know I need to. I haven't had the time. I need to make the time. With being home all the time and everything, you would think I'd have the time, but between trying to get things crocheted for when people do order and then trying to get stitch markers done on time, I've been, from the time that my body allows me to be awake, even on regular days to keep myself healthy, yeah, I don't have the time, but I'm trying. Plus, keeping up with my channel. And, I enjoy being with you guys a little bit more than studying on a class. So, all of that to say, I did quite a bit yesterday. I balanced my checkbook, which takes a lot of brain power. I had to figure out what I was going to add to Chewy to get the free shipping. I always do that to get things that we need, not things that are pretty frivolous. And then I looked through to try and see if anybody had yarn on sale for this project that I want to make. And Premier does right now. The issue that I have, and I need to call Premier when I'm done here, is that Hirschner's, when I look there, shows the color as one way, and Premier site shows it as another way. I love the colorway on Hirschner's, but right now it is cheaper for me to get it on Premier. I've looked on Ravelry and I've seen projects, and one project shows it the one way, and another project shows it another way. Actually, it's not the project, it's the coloring on Premier itself. You know how you can look up each yarn and you can look at who's stashed. It shows that somebody has stashed with the color from Premier, but it's showing the color swatch from Premier itself. So the colorway I want to use is linen, and on Hirschner's, it's this gorgeous, like, champagne color that's like 2 shades darker. So it's like a brownish champagne color. kind of like the champagne we had at my wedding, which is why my head went to champagne, because we had gotten a special almondy. It had an almond flavor. It was just Jeux Roger. It wasn't expensive, but it has the darker brown almondy looking color to it. And it reminded me of that a little. As soon as I saw it, the first time I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, I love that." But then there's another color I like as well, which is the Adobe, I think. It's a little bit darker than a lighter pink. It's really pretty. So, or no, terracotta. That's what it is. I thought I knew it was something. Anyway, so I was gonna buy the terracotta, but then I keep looking at the linen, and I'm like, I really like the linen. And my friend was looking with me last night, and she was like, "Ooh, I like the linen." So I was doing price comparison between the two, and I was doing that when I was looking at the terracotta. So then I went to look at the linen on Premiere, and it looks like an off-white. Like there's no shade of brown in it whatsoever. So I really want to order it from Premiere, but I don't want to buy it if it's the wrong color. Do they have two different colors in this colorway? Or do they just have the wrong color swatch up on their site? That is the question. And if anybody has bought linen from Premiere in the basics chunky, please let me know what color you got. I would really appreciate to know if it has a brown in it or if it's an off-white color. I don't want to order it until I know, but I don't want to miss the sale either. So there you go. So when I get off of here, I need to call them and see if they can even help me, because more than likely I'm going to get somebody in the help center that the only thing they can look at is the color swatches in front of them, and they're going to say, "Oh, it's off-white." So we'll see if somebody can help me and they can actually go and find a skein to look at, or if they have other things to look at besides the main color swatches on the channel. Alrighty, now with all of that said, we're 27 minutes in, and I haven't even brought out the Stitchmas After Christmas package, which is number 11. I only have one more to go after today. I'm going to miss seeing you guys every day. Think of a reason for me to come on and chat with you every day, and I'll come on every day. I know, unless I'm sick, of course. So you haven't been seeing me every day for 12 days anyway, because I've missed at least 3 days. And I know one of them I doubled up when I came back, but I did not want to triple up when I had 3 left. So. I was afraid of that. I could see there was a round indent. I'm like, I think I got washi tape again. Yes, I got washi tape again. The thing I got most in this is washi tape. Let me see. Well, that one's pretty. It's got like a little floral design. Seems like they have me down pretty well. And this one says handmade. Handmade, handmade, handmade all over it. Now, I have cards. They'll be good for next year Christmas time. I have little mugs of yarn to look like somebody's drinking hot cocoa with whipped cream on top. Can you see that? It's yarn. So cute. And this one here says, "Stay warm and cozy." And there's, let me see, 3 of that one. I thought there was only 2. Is there 2 stuck together? Yeah, there was 2 stuck together. So there's 3 of each. And then we've got stickers. Always gotta love the stickers. And envelopes. Just regular, although they're nicely lined. I love to have an envelope that has some kind of lining in it. You see that pretty? And then we've got stickers. It seems like it's only 1 set of stickers, but there possibly could be another one behind it. but it says handcrafted, made with love from the heart, and made for you. Okay, and then it goes through all the different colors for each saint. One thing I like about a box like this, I know some people would think, oh, the wrapping paper, oh, the stationery. Yeah, I get it, because you're thinking, oh, it should be full of yarn, tools. I would have liked to have seen a couple more myself, but also, these are things I don't buy for myself. I look at the price of stationery, I look at the price of stickers, I buy stuff to go on my packages that go out for my customers, and I try to for my friends. Like I said, I've got a lot of washi tape, and that was from back in my Jamberry days. So I need to bring it back out. I need to start using it on my packages and stuff. I'll probably use up everything I got here first because it's more handmade. It's only one set of stickers, I suspect. But these are stuff that I wouldn't normally go and spend my money on because I can't afford it right now. And these are the things I love. I love stationery. I love stationery so much that I still had stationery that I had made when I was younger and I had my own money from babysitting. I got some personalized stationery because when I was younger, it's not like it how it is these days, where you can get anything engraved on anything. Well, they still could. You'd spend a lot more money than you pay now for engraving. Like a lot of places offer free engraving or free so many letters because I used to work at Things Remembered in the mall. And at the time that I worked there, certain things you might get free engraving on, like if it was ornaments at Christmas time, because you couldn't put much on an ornament. Or most things where you got like 10 letters free and then you had to pay for the rest. Well, heck, having a long name like Anjanette, I'm already close to the 10 letters. My first name, if I remember right, is 9 letters long. Anjonettete. 9 letters long. You'd think I'd remember that off the head because it's been that long my entire life. So yeah, my first name is 9 letters long. So after one more letter, you're paying anyway. My aunt and uncle did get me, because they were my godparents, they got me a stainless steel plated bank, and it's in the shape of a clown with a round bottom. I love that thing. And that's where I put all of my like silver dollars and things that I got. My dad would give us a silver dollar every year for Christmas, my brother and I, and I'd put it in there. But then my brother decided, I don't know why, he got some kind of modeling clay that cemented up, and he put it in the bottom of my piggy bank. So that is stuck in the bottom. I'm pretty sure my parents told me that it was him who did it. At first, I mean, looking at it now, at the age that I am now, I would think that somebody did that to maybe make it so it would sit up straight, but it already sat up straight before that. I remember faintly what it was like without it in there, and I know that my brother took it from me at one point in time, and that must have been when he did it. So yeah, but to me, it's still not ruined. It's just another memory added to it, and I still have it. I need to get it out and put it in my room now. It's still in the room that my husband is sleeping in. Still weird for me to say his room in my room. But anyway, I love that thing. But I know that cost them a pretty penny to have it engraved to Anjanette. Actually, I think they put to Angie because that's what they called me from your godparents. So, yeah, it doesn't even say internet on it. And again, I'm sure that's because it would have cost a lot more. And if you wanted something personalized for your door or something, like I used to go to Sears all the time and go to they had a table with personalization thing, placemats for little girls, for like we have your tea parties, signs that you can put up on your door, so and so's room, barrettes that you could wear with your name on it, which nowadays we're learning, yeah, you don't want to use things like barrettes with your names on it as much because somebody can see your name and then say, hey, Susie, how are you today? And be like, they know you. And you're like, oh, they must know me, forgetting that your name is on your barrettes. So, yeah, not such a cool thing to do anymore. But having something personalized where a person from far away can't see it, like a locket or something, that's different. They still do bracelets and stuff with making names. That's why, people look for name beads and stuff. But lots of times you can hide those up under your, coat or whatever you're wearing. Not as easy to see on your hand as when you're wearing a barrette in your hair. I haven't seen personalized barrettes in a while. But then again, I haven't been looking for them. But when I was younger, I used to look at everything, hoping and praying that Aunt Jeanette would show up in there. And I used to watch Romper Room, and I would sit there when she's looking through her looking glass, saying, hi, Timmy. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Susie. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Anne. Hi, Angie. The Aunt Jeanette was going to come out of her name. It never came out of her name, or out of her mouth. It never came out of her mouth. So I always wanted something personalized with my name on it. My aunt felt sorry for me, so she'd get me ones that said Anne, or my other aunt, who was my godmother, ones that said Angie, because that's what she called me. I'd get ones with different things. That's not what I wanted. I wanted something with my name on it. And it wasn't until much later when computers came out and stuff that you could finally get stationery and stuff. Well, actually, I guess it wasn't computers. When I found a stationery place that did personalization, that I could get stationery with my name on it. So I paid the extra. I got my name, my full name at the time, Anjanette Marie Cornelis, and then my address on it. I was cleaning up in the back, and I knew I still had some somewhere, but I still had stationery that I had my name on because I used to write letters all the time, but I didn't want to use up all of my personalized stationery. I used it. I used over half of it, but it killed me to throw that away. Actually, I think I threw it away. I'm pretty sure I threw it away because I'm getting rid of all the stuff that we don't need now. The table that this is sitting on is going to go. Lots of changes that I think we both want to make in the house. I know my husband used to want to, but um, I'm him and I have two different ways of doing things, and we've been clashing a lot. I need to change my way so that we can be happy and coexist, and quit expecting us both to compromise. So I'm going to be the one to compromise more. Love him. I can do that. Part of the issue is the fact that I can't do so much. But I do need his help in one area that he said he couldn't do anymore. So I'm hoping I need to talk to him, and hopefully we can compromise. But anyway, enough about that. I don't need to talk about that either. Um, Things are going to be changing. I got rid of that. It was hard to do. It killed me, but I got rid of it. So, but I have things personalized now, or I can get things personalized now. I do have a couple things, I think, with my name on it. Somewhere I have a snow globe that I was given from work. It's probably put up with the Christmas stuff. I thought I had kept it out 24/7, but I haven't seen it in a while. Actually, that may be it over there. I had gotten it from work, and I can't remember why they gave it to me. Maybe it was a Christmas gift or something, but my pharmacy manager, it was back when I was a pharmacy tech, he had my name put on it. So it was really nice. I think I may have gotten Person of the Year that year, actually. Maybe that's why I got it. So anyway, or Tech of the Year. Every year they did Tech of the Year, and I was always like, is it my turn? Is it my turn? And then finally it was my turn. Anyway, yeah. So enough about me just chatting on. It's been a while since I made this long of a video. I know at least a couple people may appreciate it. I'm trying to cut down. You have to forgive me today because I have not been this chatty in a while. So I love you guys. I have missed you so much. Please remember, you matter. Every last one of you matter. And you mean so much to me. And yes, I recently went through a dark phase myself. And I found myself having to remind myself that I matter. Because I didn't think I did. I didn't realize I was getting sick at the same time too. And when I get sick, I tend to get really depressed. So it makes sense to me now why I got this way, because I had gotten bad news about a bill and I was getting sick at the same time. Part of me was thinking my family would be better if I wasn't here. I wasn't going to get into this with you guys, but a friend of mine who watches reminded me that I matter and made me remember that I say you matter, because you do matter. Every last one of you matters. And if you find yourself in a position like I did, thinking that I didn't, don't let yourself feel that way. Remember, you can reach out to me at any time. I love every one of you. I truly do. You all matter. And don't ever think that you don't. Always know that you have somebody standing in your corner. And I'm not just talking about me. There are other people. You may not realize it, but there are other people. I do love you guys so much. It's not just something I say. I truly do. There was something else I thought of. I didn't mean to tell you. Well, that get all emotional. When I was looking for charms, and when I said that I was looking for saying charms before, I can't remember if I said the one that I found. I can't find you matter. I looked, and I can't find it. I will keep looking. If you happen to see a charm that says you matter somewhere, let me know. But I found one that says you're enough. Would you guys like it if I made some stitch markers with the saying you're enough on it? I would like to put some empowerment sayings also on my stitch markers. So let me know if you like the you're enough one. I found one that says beautiful. I can't find you're beautiful, but I have found one that says beautiful. So I want to get that one. And I'm thinking of getting you're enough since I can't find you matter. So let me know if you like that idea or not. And with that, I'm out of here. You matter. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're handsome. You're lovely. You're amazing. You're all of those words. And I love you. And I will see you tomorrow. Later.